Amber Dawn Tarot, and we're continuing with our full moon, blue moon readings. These were done in the light of, not in the light, but in the under, well, I guess it's still the glow of the full blue moon. It's waning, but it's still full, and I'm excited about it. It's got a good energy. And I wanted to do a few readings, so we're doing it. And this deck is so beautiful and feels so good in my hands. It's the Princess Bride deck. Obviously new for me, but I used it in a personal reading, which is on this channel. It was about the king. He wanted the Light Seers Tarot. And then I decided to use the Princess Bride Tarot, and they just went so well together, actually, which was really surprising. I didn't know that. I'm new to pairing decks, because I always would just use my Lord of the Rings deck when I was younger. Didn't even know the difference between the Emperor and the Magician. So we're still learning everything. But for this, we're just going to continue forward with what messages might be good for us, what knowledge can be given to us in this time period, things we can reflect back on, or things that we can keep in mind moving forward. Messages we may need to hear. The Empress coming out. We're gonna put her right there. Okay, so the Emperor was right behind, but we're just gonna put the Empress out there because we want the Empress energy right there, don't we? I was mentioning the Empress. She's a combination, isn't she, of all the queens? Or not? I believe she is. The Empress energy. Okay, we have another card that's up top. Oh, we saw this one already. Okay. All right. Bringing back some... Huh. Harkening back to the king reading. The 5 of Coins. Loss. You know, I did read that in a more positive light for the person, but it tends to be like you've lost something. What? Did you lose your Empress? 2 of Wands. The High Priestess. This is the High Priestess. Wow, have we got energy here. Okay. You know what? We've got too much. We've got too much with this deck. We've got too much that wants to come out. I mean, look at this. We just got too much. We got too much. We got too much. We're going to reshuffle all of it and see if anything comes out, okay? Sorry. Now you guys know. The Emperor was even out. The Emperor and the Empress, and they weren't, and they were shuffled. So this deck, the High Priestess. Is it the High Priestess that is a combination of all of it, or is it the Empress? Is it the High Priestess that's a combination of the queens? Tell me. Tell me, please. I forget. But that's not what I'm asking, sir. Whew. That was a lot. Let's just shuffle. Pick out a few. Just a... What a great fun story, though, with the sense of humor of the universe. Let's go. You know, let's okay, there we go. A jumper. There we go. We got this 6 of Goblets. We've got the 2 of Swords. So that was a game of... This looks a bit more... Get this a message. This might be a message here. 2 of Swords. Ouch. Why isn't she just trapped? I'm like, take me back to all those initial cards. I like that reading. Queen of Wands. Not the Queen of Swords, though. She keeps him on that. Goblets. That's directly connected to that other scene. Final card. Okay. What's at the bottom of the deck? Jeez. The Three of Wands. But then right after that is the Four of Wands, unfortunately. And it's shuffled because then after that Swords, but when he catches her she takes the leap and he catches her. But she does not get killed by the eels at this time. Okay. Let's try. I mean, this is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's go with the Six of Goblets. Let's see what we got here. The Six of Goblets. That'll be this card right here. The Six of Goblets reminds you to drink in memories of the past. Quench your thirst for nostalgia. Connect with childhood friends and horses. Visit the farm or smithy you came from, or simply think back on the memories that shape who you are today. Oh. Well, how's that connect to the scene? Oh, is that him being on the ship with Dread Pirate Roberts and telling the story of how he had he's telling about how when he was on the ship, you know? Inverted. Some memories or moments from the past are less satisfactory than others. Perhaps your true love mercilessly mocked you, or their fortune-bound ship was attacked by a legendary pirate. Yep, it's Dread Pirate Roberts. The Six of Goblets invites you to reflect on these more sour events with a wiser, more informed perspective. Recognize why things were the way they were and are the way they are, but don't get stuck in the past. Working on that. Nothing is set in stone. So yeah, he was telling about the story of the Dread Pirate Roberts. So next card. Next card. Gosh, I even forget how all these came out now. The Two of Swords, which is, you know, who's the Battle of Wits. The Two of Swords. You're faced with multiple options. Choosing a left or right-handed duel, waging a warland in Asia, or going up against a Sicilian with death is on the line. All look equally good and equally bad. Don't let your mind get bogged down. Just make a decision. You'll make the correct choice because the correct choice will be the one you make. Wow. Inverted. You're stuck in the thieves' quarter and all your options seem to lead to a bad time at this moment. Gather more information and see if you can discern anything helpful. If not, perhaps a way to win is to not play at all. But yeah, but this is not inverted, so make a decision. Remember memories of the past. Some of them aren't always going to be good. But he made it out of there, and he ended up becoming the new Dread Pirate Roberts. Then we have the Nine of Swords. She does not look like she's in a good way. Poor Wesley. Upright. You're having nightmares in your sleep or during the day. We had a card. We already had that card, didn't we? We did, didn't we? We did. Confirmation. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. I'm not the only one having nightmares, am I? 9 of Swords. Let's read this one. This meaning. I love that there's different books with meanings. Anxiety, depression, or dark thoughts hang over you like imaginary assassins poised to attack. This is a reminder that the stresses you carry are a product of your mind rather than a true reflection of your situation. That isn't always true for everyone. Okay? Just to give ourselves some, not everybody's living a fluffy life with feathered pillows and stuff. And even if you are, things aren't always as they appear. So I just like to say for myself as a personal message to people, if you're having a lot of anxiety and depression, don't forget to try and get help. There is actual therapists. There's actual doctors who can care for you. You don't have to go it alone. And there's also groups connected to, like, there's people, there's help. In fact, just telling somebody if you're struggling. I also suggest like some self stuff, like writing down your dreams can give you power over them if they're right there. You can start to see themes and things you might be telling yourself, and or watching a movie like Waking Life is great. Not it doesn't help you, but giving, like, looking into different ways to deal with the nightmares. But as for the anxiety and depression, sometimes it is situational. Sometimes depression is because we're stuck in some situation. But remember, life is cyclic. Things eventually change. A lot of us are going to be feeling anxiety and depression with a lot of things. And some of it is very real and grounded in reality. But to be also fair to the trueness of the card, we sometimes worry more instead of taking action to make things better. We can't always make things better for ourselves, but we can do some things that are better for ourselves. Does that make sense? That also, that coming out more than once, I'm telling you, I'm not the only one. Therapy, journaling, self-expression. Don't give up. Inverted, you face a great trial and it feels overwhelming. Remember that adventurers rarely travel alone, even if their journeys are internal. Reach out to those who care about you. Just voicing your fears out loud can alleviate your burdens. What was I just saying? And if you feel like there's nobody to talk to, I tell you there is still somebody to talk to. You'll find somebody. So let's, sorry about that. The 10 of Wands. Okay. Gosh, we saw that card more than once, eh? That other card. 10 of Wands, so let's find it. Andre the Giant, eh? Upright. You are taking the last steps to reach your goal, and your feet fall heavy with additional responsibilities. Yeah, because he's carrying all of them. Taking on extra work to alleviate the loads of your fellow adventurers is admirable, but take care not to overburden yourself. Great to carry other people's baggage, but don't overburden yourself. He was able to do it, but this guy was, he was a bit of a jerk to him about it. Inverted. You are carrying an immense burden, perhaps because of overcommitting yourself or taking on others' problems. If you find yourself scaling the cliffs of insanity with 3 people strapped to your back, remember that it's not necessary for you to carry all of this yourself. Reach out to those around you for support. If you feel like you can't, it's still important to let go of unmanageable responsibilities to preserve your health. Which this could also be affecting why you're the depression, the nightmares, the overwhelm, the anxiety. You could literally just be overburdened with too much for you to carry alone. Honestly, I have some stuff that's too much for me to carry alone, and I feel like I have no help. But, and guess what? That isn't the first time Ten of Wands. Remember the Ten of Wands was at the bottom of the other deck. What it came out on this one. We're having confirmations from previous readings done today. And that being confirmed along with the nightmares ones, it seems like you are overburdened, and you need to share that. You need to either, if you don't have the help with the burdens, with the nightmare of it all, you need to find a way to let some other responsibilities and or burdens go. And I don't mean like, I mean without hurting others. You need to lay down some of those things, let go of some of those things, and just realize that it's just, if that stuff is too much, you got to find a way to let go. But try asking for help. Okay, so Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. Let's go to the Queen of Wands, see what she has to say. Queen of Wands. I like her in this story. Where is she? Oh, the Queen of Wands. Okay. The Queen of Wands, she's like, liar! The Queen of Wands is the fuel to your flame, the witch to your miracle man. Like the magician, huh? She will see you through to the end as long as you maintain confidence in your skills. With the Queen at your side, you can be bold and meet your highest potential. Which makes me think of choices, options. Yeah, she encouraged him to help them. Inverted, your confidence has dwindled, but the Queen demands its return and won't settle for less. She'll help you regain the strength of your core and draw forth your power and courage, whether it takes just kind encouragement or a chase around your hut. The universe, or if you have a Queen of Wands in your life, or want one in your life, fuel to your flame, the witch to your miracle man. She will see you through to the end. As long as you maintain confidence in your skills. With the Queen at your side, you can hold and meet your highest potential. And that could be yourself as well, like belief in oneself, but it could be an external person or as well a counterpart. Let's go with the Five of Goblets. The Five of Goblets. Do we have a Queen of Wands in any of the... Do we have a Queen of Wands? I don't know. Just double checking at this point to see how many confirmations we end up with. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. No, we're good. Okay. Okay, so we're doing the Five of Goblets. That's where he's like pouring the poison in both, because he's gotten, he was able to be able to take he had is that iocane powder in the bottom of your goblet, or are you just tasting the sour notes of self-pity? Instead of focusing on who poisoned whom or which goblet you wish you'd chosen, forgive yourself. And maybe even your enemies. After all, you still have a goblet ready to be filled, and that is an opportunity you should never pass up. There was that extra goblet. Inverted. Enough time has passed since you were let down for you to see the past clearly. Reflect now on what happened, then through a more objective lens, you might see that those you blame were less at fault than you thought. Regardless, it's time to rinse your goblet of old resentments. It's time to let go of that. How long you gonna hold on to that? Time to let it go. And the card that was at the bottom, I believe. No, this is the 7th card. 2 of Florins. Okay. Best friends there. You've been doing an excellent job managing multiple priorities at the same time, climbing a steep cliff while carrying 3 people and brainstorming your next rhyme, perhaps. Stop it now, I mean it. Does anybody want a peanut? Anyway, just remember, that's not in the book, but I remember it. Just remember that running at full capacity for too long is unsustainable for anyone. Like the reverse of that card in the previous reading about a burnout. Make a priority of finding some time to breathe at the next opportune moment. Inverted. Whether you're juggling multiple projects or putting all your time into hunting down a 6-fingered man, your schedule is overbooked. You might be doing too much or focusing an unnatural amount of tension on one narrow area. Take this moment to rebalance your priorities. Okay? Yeah. And then at the bottom of the deck was this one, the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands, so we're gonna read that. Even though I know we never used to read back in my day, we didn't read the bottom of the deck, but I am curious. I'm just curious, okay? With proper planning and consideration, you now see all the paths laid before you and your potential, and they lead far and wide to strange, unfamiliar lands. It's time to take action. The world is faster than you envisioned, and it's at your doorstep. Take advantage and explore. Inverted. You've taken a rash plunge, and now the eels approach. Trying to fight them off or swim to shore won't pan out. Best to clamber back aboard your vessel and do some planning before you get yourself into more trouble. Next time, you won't be unprepared. Yeah. There's a lot of planning and whatnot. And a lot of today's cards, I don't know. It's the beginning of a month soon. Well, today is the end of a month for me. And the blue moon is waning. But for those who do like to plan out their month a little bit, might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea. You know? May not be a bad idea. Okay. Some interesting messages in that deck. The eels do not eat her at this time. Because the kid was really worried about that. So I don't know. Anyway, that is a beautiful deck. I love that deck, and I liked doing that reading. I would like to take a look at a few of these cards real quick. Let's take a look at them again. What we've had so far. Just so you can see them. And of course the Queen of Swords. Then we had Queen of Swords again. Ace of Coins. Queen of Coins. We had the 4 of Wands. 8 of Cups. And the Moon. And I threw in the Sun because I wanted to. I do what I want. I'm just kidding. And then here. A lot of queens. Wands. Nightmares, though. Anxiety, depression. Don't be ashamed of it. It's a part of human experience, feeling. But it's when it overtakes your life. Could be, sometimes it is just, you know, we're in our brain, blah, 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 blah. Other times it's like real life stuff burdening you. Hopefully help comes. It's hard to ask for help, but try to ask for help, please.